Good afternoon, good evening, this is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, I'm filming this on the anniversary of The Last Jedi, and what a good chance to talk about beating the dead horse, and again, why I still talk about and still will talk about The Last Jedi. Here's the thing I want to get into that's kind of important, is that as time goes on, you're going to see more honesty. A lot of people out there who defend The Last Jedi say, well, give it up, as time goes on, you know, just gonna make you look like more of a crybaby and more of somebody who's whining if you keep, you know, bashing The Last Jedi. But the thing is, I think especially the shills in the mainstream media are just going to keep pumping out articles, and they don't really have any kind of morals or any kind of self-esteem or anything to prove to anybody. So they're not going to hold on to some lie. They're going to want to come out and seem smart. If general opinion starts to come out that people didn't like The Last Jedi, or there was still like very few that liked it, then the mainstream media is just going to say, you know, a couple of years from now, well, looking back on The Last Jedi, it wasn't really quite what everyone thought it was and this and that. So I personally think you'll see more honesty as time goes on. The other thing is this. I will argue with the fans who like The Last Jedi as to why I don't and why I think it's just a bad movie, aside from opinions. I mean, I just think it's pretty much a fact. But the thing is, it doesn't matter so much about that fight between them. The whole thing is with the media, really, and Lucasfilms. And I'll be here to let them know that there's people who just never accepted the way that movie is, and we don't want to see history repeat. History might repeat itself. You know, 10 years from now, they might ruin some other franchise. Well, there's not too much left to ruin. But the point is, we don't want to see that repeated, so it's a good idea to just keep being here and showing how unsatisfactory the movie was. And for the fans who want to fight us and say they like it, whatever, it doesn't matter as much. It's just good to just keep voicing the opinion that it ain't so great. The other thing is this, a lot of times you'll hear somebody say, hey, how come you're still talking about The Last Jedi? You know, why are you saying it was so bad? As if, you know, my opinion is just doesn't matter anymore, like it's old, like, you know, let's move on to the next thing. To me, it's like a scar, alright? Scars heal, but they don't go away. So this scar I got here on my forehead, that won't go away. I'll be 70, 80 years old, and I'll still remember it. So, in a way, there's always going to be some kind of pain behind that, and yeah, I'm not, like, proud of it, but I think it's kind of cool, I guess. Point is, I think a scar is a good way to describe The Last Jedi. You know, it's just not something that's just gonna, like, go away and get fixed one day. I look forward to seeing Luke Skywalker in a Star Wars movie my whole life. I mean, since I was 5. I didn't get that with the prequels, you know, for reasons of content, but when I heard it was coming in The Force Awakens, and especially since we heard Luke's voice on the trailer, you know, I was pretty damn excited. Really freaking disappointed that he was only in The Force Awakens for 12 seconds, and then The Last Jedi. So, I mean, that was pretty much, as far as entertainment goes, the biggest disappointment of my life. It's not something, you know, where a year goes by, or 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, forget that. What's coming out this year, guys? What's next, you know? I'm looking for some good movies. No, that just, you know, messed up the whole thing. You know, now there's nothing for me to really look forward to. There's not that, like, ultimate experience in theater to look forward to. That's it. It's pretty much done, so. Wait, there's episode 9, and, Luke Skywalker still is in 9, so we'll see what happens, but now I'm not looking forward to it. Now I'm looking forward to spoiler reviews. Full spoiler reviews. And, yeah, we know how that story goes. You guys let me know down below what you think of still bashing The Last Jedi. Do you still go to channels and websites and express dissatisfactory just to keep the momentum going and just to remind people that we're not going to forget? Anyway, this community is growing little by little. And by the way, if you agree with me, please consider subscribing, giving me a little support. This channel is Star Wars, mainstream entertainment, Japan vlog, stuff like that. But one of the main themes here is that I'm pretty much against bad movies in Hollywood, and especially the Star Wars franchise right now run by Disney. Alright, I got a patron. It's all set up. Everything's good. Ending the video. See you next time.